prepared speech. You freestyled 40 straight. Not even a speech, just mean shit talk for 40. The meanest shit talk you've ever heard in front of the whole world. Abu. We can hear him crying. I said, Abu, don't cry.
Trump is an equal opportunity
hater.
There we go.
He's equal opportunity.
He's an equal opportunity hater. Just hold on a minute. He'll get to your people. He not. He not
has talked cash money trash
about everybody. Right? It ain't just you.
Look here. When he stood there, that white woman was standing on stage. Come on. Clinton. He said, "Oh, she's a nasty woman."
He did say that.
She's not here because she's bleeding out of her or whatever. Look here, his speechwriters, I guarantee
there are none
on every high blood pressure pill known to man.
It's the people who are monitoring him, who are tasked with monitoring him, and his image consultants. They are on what do you call that stuff? I don't know what you call that medicine. Man, they are on all the lisinopril that they can get, clonidine, everything. They got to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am O.
And I am Nigeal Comaneci.
And we are
Candid and Clear.
We are the best podcast that will bring you politics, current events, and relationship issues.
Let me tell you what I need you to do. Go out and like, comment, share, and subscribe across all social media platforms. You think, or it's weird?
The fact that
I straightened my hair while you watched the inauguration. Is that bothering you?
It's not.
Okay, I was multitasking.
You did great.
Yeah, I did a great job. Is there anything else you'd like to point out? I mean, I'm just saying.
It's your attitude.
Right now?
See, that's the kind of attitude that don't show up to the inauguration.
Oh, we should. Now, see, I know where you're going with this.
Okay.
You believe the straight hair makes my attitude worse?
No, your attitude was real rude.
My attitude was real rude with the curly hair.
It don't matter what kind of hair you got. It's just,
my attitude is real rude. Short hair, curly hair, long hair, straight hair.
Rosa Parks,
everybody.
Michelle Obama.
Right. The feet was tired. She didn't want to get up. She was tired.
Here's what I want to talk about.
What you want to talk about?
Barack looked real out of place walking through that by himself.
With a spouse, with no spouse.
They tried to boo him.
Do you think he RSVP'd for 2?
I know he did.
Okay. So the assistant called and said they'll be there. You think that's how it went?
Yeah, but she got on her platform and said, "No, I ain't going."
Well, she meant it. She told the truth.
Clear. And y'all ain't gonna do nothing about it.
Who?
Let me tell you something. All right. It's gonna sound strange.
Oh, okay. You think?
Do I think she should have gone?
That sounds strange. Who's asking that question?
Yes, she should have gone.
Wait a minute. Who asked you that? Nobody here asked you that.
I know.
I'm speaking for all the sisters. Ain't now sister asked you that.
Let me tell you something. And I'm just going to talk to the sisters right quick.
I know you don't talk to... No, don't talk to them.
Talk to sisters.
Don't talk to them.
Because
we didn't ask you nothing. Wait a minute. You got to wait until we ask you something.
I'm going to put my stuff in there because I can.
Okay, but can you be respectful? No, absolutely not.
As a black man, I have no right to say what I'm about to say.
What does this have to do with being black? Those are presidents over there. Just don't have anything to do with being black.
I say. Let me tell you something. The most, the sexiest thing a black woman can do is buck the system. To me.
You mean, to everybody except a black man. It's so sexy until we disobey a black man, and then it's what? What is it then?
Incorrect.
Oh, okay. So this is sexy to you.
I'm messed up on the inside. I have problems.
How messed up are you?
I used to have to take Ritalin growing up.
Okay.
So
you not taking it now?
No, I'm taking it now. They took me on cold turkey 6th grade. So I like all that. Fuss at me. Tell me what you're not gonna do so I can sit here and laugh.
Oh, okay. Well, she didn't go.
She didn't go.
Oh, okay. So I mean,
She didn't go.
you believe
That
they
was-
laughing now, or what you believe they believe you right now? 'Cause I don't believe nobody laughing.
I think the laughter is behind. Ain't nothing y'all can do. All you can do is get on there and tweet and say you ain't like that. I ain't show up. You ain't gonna pull up.
Who would say that?
All I'm saying it.
Oh, well, the Secret Service will stop you before you pull up. See, we have security professionals. Securities. I believe in the voice of Nene Leaks. Right? Security.
As a matter of fact,
we need those people.
Big shout out to my homeboy. I don't want to put his business out there
Don't.
for OPSEC and ComSec. But big shout out to my homeboy. I saw you at the Pentagon. I saw you doing your thing. Big shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
He is a member of the Shadow Group.
Mm-hmm.
Big shout out to Shadow Group. Samir,
Yeah.
one of my mentors, a
But
past
you,
player.
but you didn't see her though.
No, she didn't.
No, she didn't show up. Here's the thing. I think she was busy, right? There was a tea party or, a Martin Luther King event that required her presence that was more substantial. And, she was booked and busy, as we like to say these days.
Can and will accept
Yeah.
anything as small as she was getting her toes done.
Yeah, she was. Sis got her toes done on Monday. Yeah. Because,
I'm not tripping.
yeah.
It's just the fact that she was like, no, I'm good.
It was relaxing and peaceful.
The fact.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I ain't going. You going on, bro.
She was busy.
I'm here for it.
She showed her face
That
and
was sexy.
support in the community somewhere else, and that is
was sexy.
okay.
Yeah, that was
And anybody who has an issue with it, right,
Say
might
something.
need to get over themselves.
Say something.
No, 50% of the Obamas was there. That's all you need.
That is true.
Yeah, 50% of them represented.
So I got a question.
Sure.
How do you feel about the 1,500 pardons?
How do you feel about them?
I don't.
I don't either.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Next
I feel
one.
it.
The executive orders.
Mm-hmm.
He did a lot.
Didn't he though?
He did a
Didn't he
lot.
though? Ain't you proud?
He came out the gate swinging.
Are you proud? Like y'all homeboy did in that one segment. But I'm not gonna say nothing about that. That's your partner. Even though you try to give him to me. But that's your partner.
I saw y'all on FaceTime.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Did.
Uh-huh.
He was in the gym.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He called you.
Yeah.
He was
Mhm.
like, hey.
Uh-huh. I said, yeah. And what did he say? Because you can't even.
And I would say what he did. Because he did it.
He did the same
He
thing
did
on the
same thing
FaceTime, right? Yeah. Mhm.
I'm like, bro.
Those are your friends.
Yeah, this-
Mhm. They
we
made it.
We're going to talk to him.
Those voting machines worked so well.
We gonna talk to we gonna talk to Big E.
Yeah. You just put him on.
Let me take. Let's have a real conversation about Elon
Yeah.
Musk. Like, okay,
All right.
Elon Musk is going to be the individual who trolls y'all for 4 years.
Which y'all are you speaking to?
He is going to troll. Y'all thought Donald
Which
Trump
y'all?
trolled y'all on Twitter. He did that to get. He did that to make y'all mad because you can't do what you gonna do.
So he is the king of petty, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, he's at. I don't know if
Yeah.
he's the king, but he up there. He up there.
He's in the He's the
Like-
high among the high ranking.
Like
petty
when the king and
officials.
queen go off on vacation, he be up there like calling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Elon Musk is
troll.
now in the petty
because here's what I think.
petty
happened.
elite. I think we're gonna call
Everybody
them.
kept calling the Trump administration a fascist administration, and there is no more famous fascist than.
I'm not gonna say it. I don't even agree with the comment. I'm not even gonna help that comment to live any longer than it should.
And technically, he didn't do it right. If that's what you're trying to put on him,
I'm just
technically, because I like my little history. The fist is supposed to be closed,
I am
not
not.
hand over the heart. Just kind of, but I get it. I do think he was trolling because it's gonna tick people off because everybody been calling him fascist the whole time. So
I think it doesn't even matter. Why are you bothered? The
People-
event has taken place.
people are
You
bothered.
voted.
Let me tell you what.
Let the record show. Let me do this like Felicia Rashad. Let the record show. You voted. This is the outcome.
He pouring salt in the wound. That's all he doing.
And rubbing
Y'all
it around
still
a little
crying.
bit.
Y'all
Right.
still crying about the loss, so he gonna pour salt in the wound.
Right.
He gonna bother you because he knew. Come on, bro. He knew CNN was gonna eat that up.
And they did.
Oh, still eating.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
But why is that so important? There were so many other things that we could talk about from this inauguration.
You gotta have
The
something.
disrespectful prayer.
We gonna
And
get to that.
all of
Because
the
I'm gonna let you have that. 'Cause
no,
I know you.
no,
That's
I
your
don't have
area.
any. Nope, I
That's
don't.
your area.
I don't have anything to say about that except for all the people who are afraid for their lives. He's not doing like they did in other countries, lining them up, putting them in prison.
It was just in the Middle East. They was throwing them off buildings.
Right, but we're not doing that. We're not rounding up a group of people and then taking them to what they call them, I think, what, camps. We're not taking. There are no camps here. So what are you guys afraid for your lives for?
Effective
It's fear
immediately,
mongering.
he signed another order that's sending the military
Right.
to the border.
Well, because it has to be protected.
Fair.
It has to be protected. And hold on, he's not the only person to send the military to the border. That happened in previous administrations when they thought it was out of control. And I believe Kamala Harris was supposed to go and be the border czar. Am I wrong? Oh.
Because that didn't happen, he signed another order
Oh.
to send the special forces after the cartel. Effective immediately.
Well, he did do that, and that's fair too, because he said he is going to stop the flow or slow it drastically, the flow of drugs coming into the United States. That is the goal, and he believed this is one of the ways to stop that or slow it down. And he also had a conversation with Canada and the countries Mexico.
He said that there are two genders, but the paperwork says two sex, male and female. Effective immediately.
Jesus said the same thing. And I believe even if you call yourself female and you are indeed born male, we can pull the hair off your body and run your DNA and it still says male. So I don't know that he's wrong.
Effective immediately. Every United States military soldier who refused the vaccination will not only get their job back, will get back pay.
Exactly. I love that for them. I don't have a problem with that one. It didn't bother me at all. I scroll right on to the next one. Preach, since you preaching them all out. Go down the list.
One folder he signed, and he told us, tell him what they say. Tell him what they say right here. And he didn't speak fast. He grabbed the mic himself. He said, I'm undoing all 78 orders that Biden put in place. Take this folder, go on. Read it off. Tell him what it say.
Right. The only problem with that one is some of those have been acted upon. So that is going to create a bit of some issues, particularly I think we call out like student loan forgiveness, because if your loans were forgiven, the people who weren't forgiven but went to said schools where executive orders were issued, we now have the right to go to the Supreme Court and say, if you did theirs, why didn't you do mine? Okay. So some of that stuff, while it might be, it's definitely good publicity, right? But I think it creates a legal issue because it's already a precedent that has happened and been executed in some cases.
I'm going to hit you with this.
Yeah.
I am a proud marching wildcat of Bethune-Cookman University. At the inauguration, Mississippi Valley State was there, and they performed. As a musician, and I even posted this on my Facebook page, as a musician, I'm talking about marching wildcat, KK Sci, File Me Out for, Charterline File Me Out for, to be exact.
Yep.
I'm glad they got that opportunity.
Okay.
They needed that check.
Yeah.
Did you hear the band?
I did.
Let me tell y'all something. All y'all that got an issue with Mississippi Valley State performing at the inauguration, let me show you how messed up you are in your what was the identity politics.
Yeah.
They got a check for that. That is going to help fund their school and their band. Did you listen to the performance? They need that check. Why is it that you are so wrapped up in the identity politics is you're not paying attention to all the things that are being done for your community that was not done for your community by people that look like you.
Wait a minute. Or in previous administrations
I wasn't
that
finna do
you vehemently supported. Sorry, I just had to throw that in. Sorry.
There's another thing. What's a good one? He signed a lot of them, but I'm trying to find.
He signed a lot of things. Some of the things people aren't going to be happy about is the removing the tax break for families that earn over half a ticket, as it relates to children. That one might.
No. Back up to that. Back
Yeah.
up. The bill that says if you're paying child support.
I think that's propaganda to scare everybody. I think they just kind of went far with that whole, if you're paying child support,
Trolling.
well, if you receive child support, you're no longer
can't claim
able,
the babies.
You can't claim them babies.
You ain't paying for them babies.
The daddy paying for them babies, so therefore he gets to claim them. I think it's great trolling.
Listen,
I do.
Listen. I'm finna tell a joke. Calm down. You know how y'all get. So you telling me?
This for major night.
I'm gonna get all kind of hate for this. I gotta be the bad guy for once in a while to keep
Okay,
it.
go
so
ahead.
I'm gonna be the bad guy.
Okay.
As a man who is no longer paying child support, right? But
right.
been there, done that.
Yes.
So you telling me the man
Mm-hmm.
or woman, because it's 2025,
Mm-hmm.
the man or woman paying child support that's only paying $100 a month
Would under the propaganda and the fake news that's been put out.
finna get that big old check next month, baby. You hear me?
Right.
No, I look at it. I think it's propaganda as well.
I do too.
That would be, but again, let's just say
Mm-hmm.
we don't know what the records show. We don't know how many men are behind on child support or nothing like that.
Sure.
But I'm sure for this to even come across as a conversation,
Mm-hmm.
there has to be a decent amount of affluent men who are paying a lot of money in child support
Mm-hmm.
who are saying, wait a minute now, I'm paying all this money in child support. Why is she able to claim it?
Claim it. Yeah.
Now, I'm talking about the guys that's paying more than $5,000 a month in child support.
Yeah, because a few of them paying 20 something, and we've seen that in recent times. In divorces, separations, one-time alimony payments. There's a lot there, and not only are they paying 25,000 in child support, but they're also covering all the medical, all the school fees, all the lawyer fees, just literally everything for these babies. And in some cases, even setting up a trust fund.
All right.
Yeah. So
let's round this out, and I want to hear your take, because last time we talked about the body of Christ, I was the bad guy because I said some things that but so I want to ask you a question.
sure.
Why do we? And I'm setting the stage. I'm so I can usher in the spirit for you.
I can't stand you.
Let's talk about the clergy. Now, I'm going to be on y'all for real. Now, for the inauguration, we had the rabbi get up, said what he had to say.
Mm-hmm.
We had your cousin get up. He preached and he shouted.
Yeah,
right?
he did.
And then we had the evangelical get up. Right? And then...
I'm going to give you the side eye.
Why? I'm going to let her give it context. Why do we feel the need to use the pulpit as a high point to throw stones?
Well, it's not us that feel the need, because the said individual didn't look anything like us. Wasn't we that felt the need. It was somebody else, those other people that felt the need to use it for that.
The most beautiful and astute co-host in the world. What did she say?
She was very clear to run down the list that all of the immigrants should remain here because they're the people that pick our crops and clean our buildings. She basically eloquently called them the help, and we should have compassion for them, that little children were afraid that they were going to be separated from their parents. She thought that people that were transgender, particularly children that were transgender, were afraid for their lives. She just went down an entire gamut of issues that she had with him, and then asked him to have compassion after saying, our, what did she say? Our God, or how did she say it? Correct me where I'm wrong. She didn't even say God.
And our God.
Our
God.
yeah, something like that. Well, my general thought is, why didn't you call his name? When you don't call your God's name, you gonna ever say Jesus while you stand up there? Because I know Jensen Franklin would have said Jesus, right? T.D. Jakes would have said Spirit of the living God, right? Okay. She didn't do that. She ushered in all of these grievances, right? Which were things that Kamala Harris ran on, right? And still didn't call her God's name. Not either in the beginning or in the end. She couldn't find his name. Oh, she don't know it. Oh, she don't know it. That robe and that long list of grievances that she had told you she ain't knowing. She was literally worried about people, right? People and their sexual orientation when you're supposed to be praying.
Okay.
And covering this term, right? Covering the president, showing compassion for his win, praying for our nation collectively. She basically took immigrants and called them the help so eloquently that we didn't even need a movie to go with it. If you were smart, you was listening to her wording.
I'm confused.
Yes.
Because the conservative evangelical is one of the biggest voting forces that put him in office.
I would agree with you, which says she is disconnected from her own kind. So now we know you're not that kind. This robe, that little shawl, whatever she had on.
You had a wonderful opposite. And you know, the reason I want you to do this part, because I heard a little piece of it and I was just like, what's happening?
Exactly. What type of speech is this? Because it was definitely misplaced. It was so disrespectful. It didn't belong there. And to separate people by class, right? And then sexual preference, you've separated them from the rest of the nation. And they all of a sudden need protecting. In the inauguration prayer, it is so terribly misplaced. You look so bad, but I gotta say this. Donald Trump did not blink twice. That poker face the entire, whatever that was, commentary. Because it wasn't a prayer.
Do some more trolling.
Do some more trolling. Go, where you going next?
Melania Trump holding the Bible for Donald Trump to put his hand on the Bible.
Yeah.
Donald Trump didn't put his hand on the Bible. He put his hand on his thigh.
Right.
And his son back there snickering.
Right.
Because see, here's what I think. Because I got some of this attitude in me.
Okay.
If you keep calling me a thing that I'm not, I'm going to act like I'm that thing just to piss you off.
Oh, I definitely believe he doesn't like to lose. And he has to get the better or best everybody else. And I believe he was very defiant.
Because you can't take the president from him.
You can't take this from me.
Just because he put his hand on the Bible.
Right.
You can't take the presidency from him just because, you know, he did the salute.
I mean, given her, the what did you call it? Evangelical conservative prayer that we just heard. What Bible are you talking about? Did you not know that transgender is not in the Bible? It don't say that in the Bible. It don't say nothing about it. It does not say let people who have illegally crossed the border and come into this country, right? She claimed all of the immigrants who are here pay taxes. They're tax-paying citizens. That's what she said in her prayer.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to in this sector with a question.
Okay, for them, you gonna put it up on a poll, or is it for me? Sure.
I'm gonna ask you, and I want y'all feedback. For you to have a leader of the clergy stand up and openly disrespect the whole thing.
Ceremony. Call it a ceremony because that's what it was.
Disrespect the whole ceremony. Do you think that over the next 4 years, there will be some forms of resistance coming from the Democratic Party? Measuring up to January 6th, because Antifa's a thing still.
I think there's going to be a high level of disrespect at every stepping stone or turning point in this presidency, right? They don't like that they lost. And the policies of Donald Trump are so far to them, not to me, but to them, they are such, it is like to them hitting the rewind button. We have gone so far back according to their agenda, right? We are going in reverse. We're going in the opposite direction of the way that they view freedom, traditional freedoms and norms, right? And it is so upsetting that they have nothing else to do except to show their disrespect openly, and even in a more disrespectful manner, in a less subtle manner than they normally would have. Let's say it like that. In a less subtle manner than they normally would have.
We had a conversation, and I'm going to close this out here. We had this conversation in the gym. When Barack Obama got into office, the pendulum swung far left.
Oh, it did.
Trump got in office.
Yeah.
Pendulum swing back to the right.
Yeah.
Okay. When Biden got in office, pendulum swing way far left.
Yeah.
But don't forget gravity. And right now, the pendulum is about to swing all the way back right. Okay? Here's what I'm going to tell y'all. I'm not going to get too deep in that side because it's not the podcast for that.
But I want to say this, though. Yeah. That's why I came out swinging. Because what he can do in executive order doesn't require a vote. It doesn't require bipartisanism, right?
Some things you have some legal issues, but it's going to get done.
Exactly. But we understand what you said, because this is do what I said. Do it. Or let me just do you a color purple. Do what I tell you.
And I think we need to understand. So here's you got to understand who you're dealing with. This administration, we got some trolls in there. We got some people that's petty.
We do. We absolutely have some people that's petty.
Donald Trump, Ramaswamy ain't gave me no petty vibes just yet. Yeah. But Vance.
But okay, that's another conversation. But I talked to some people today that work for the Veterans Administration. And here's what they said. I said, what do you think about, a couple of them had applied for positions that were at hybrid locations and that did remote work a couple of days a week, right? And I said, what do you think about losing the remote work opportunity? They said, well, he could have said that we lost our job. So the fact that we kept our job, even if we're not hiring anybody else.
Oh, he put a hiring freeze on him.
He did.
Hiring freeze on that.
He did, but that's the context of what they said. The fact that we kept our job is more important. And here's the thing. I'm excited that there's a possibility that the IRS will go away. So people are not as disgruntled as that prayer made them seem. They're not there. Right. And
I think they're fighting for relevance in this moment.
I do too.
Because right now, I'll speak for myself.
Yeah.
Do what you do. Leave everybody else alone.
Yeah.
You want to love whoever? Great.
Go ahead.
But don't become, I'll close with that. You want to believe what you believe, love who you love, do that. But don't become what you hate most and force your belief system onto other people. We're giving you context. Yes, we're trying to make light, make it fun, because we got to deal with this. We got to be here for 4 years together, whether we like it or not. He does want to be known as a unity president. At the end of the day, you have to give him an opportunity. And I'm grateful that the House and the Senate aren't split because when Barack Obama was in office,
Yeah.
they purposely did everything they could so that he couldn't do nothing.
Right. That's
They
true.
purposely tried to make him a one-term president, but now that's not going to happen because he was smart enough to stack the deck so that when he got in office, stuff will be in place.
Right.
We giving you information, we giving you context. Do what you will with that information, but you need to do something. I am O.
I don't believe they need to do anything. And I am Nigeal Comaneci of the MAG LLC. Guys, I want to say this. Give it a chance.
Give it a chance.
We just got here. We have yet to see any parts of this vision
24 hours,
realized. Yeah, it's just been 24 hours, right? Don't go out and get so upset that you start spewing out hatred
Don't
out of your
become what you
person.
hate most.
Yeah, just don't do that.
Don't become
just
what you
give
hate
this
most.
a chance. In 6 months, if it's not going great, right? Because I can tell you right now, tariffs on Canada and Mexico are going to force you to buy American. It's going to revitalize the economy. Some of these things are actually good for you. For all the people who are saying we're laying off 10,000, we're laying off 20,000 people, we're going to need some people somewhere else and in some other industries and in some other sectors. So I'm sorry that feels like a soapbox speech, but I'm saying, listen, common and good sense says, wait. Just be patient.
See what he's saying.
Just see what he says.
But I want you to not be so butthurt that you didn't get what you want from who you want. Now that you're getting what you've always wanted from a person you don't like, don't discount that.
Right.
Hey, we can put it on the shelf, but you got to get it for yourself. We'll catch y'all next time.
See ya.